decision to follow his bliss and attended the prestigious Voice Acting Academy voice tracks in San Francisco, very prestigious. Then and there he learned the wherefores and why comes and how comes of the professional voice acting and announcing idiocy. He was signed by the Stars Agency in San Francisco and has been doing what he loved ever since. Congratulations. Brian can be heard in over 150 video game titles, voicing nearly 300 different characters. His video game credits include The Walking Dead, which I really don't understand that at all. The Wolf Among Us, League of Legends, Disney Hidden Worlds, and Diablo 3, and for those of you who don't speak Spanish, Devil 3. Brian has been the live announcer for events at the Disneyland Hotel, the Walt Disney Family Museum, the Carrollwood Pacific Historical Society, and the annual Anaheim Halloween Parade, fulfilling the circle of life. That's quite a toe tapper, that's the circle of life. Brian is now an instructor at Voice Tracks and enjoys mentoring and molding the newest generation of voice actors. So let's give Brian a big hand.
John, what can I say? I don't deserve that.
I know. Very excited. So we're going to begin introducing to you the roasters who are here today. We're very excited, and I have to say that this is pretty awesome. I mean, I've heard so much about Bob, a lot, and it always pops up. And since I'm in entertainment at Disney, a lot of times we're the guys that do the little special events when people get their windows and all that stuff. So Bob's name has come and gone a million times through my life, including an event. I don't know if any of you were for that event when we did the Golden Horseshoe event. Yeah! He was also there for that, so really, I'm pretty sick of him. So, well, sorry for him. The guy has more energy than a 20-year-old, and he's an incredible human being. So this is a great honor to be up here and be doing this tonight. So I'm very excited about this. So without further ado, voice of mystery, please bring in our first guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Disney historian Jeff Heimbach.
Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself before you go anywhere, and I guess you'll just have to say it loud.
I don't know why I'm here, and I hope you laugh at all my jokes.
You do have a podcast.
I do have a podcast. It's called the Commute for Weekly. We do it every week. I'll pay them to clap for me for that.
I should have done that.
We're doing it for like 3 years now. We really enjoy doing it, and that's actually how I met Bob to begin with.
And you've written some things?
Yes, I wrote a book with Rolly Crump about his life. It's called Constitution.
All right, give him a big hand, Jeff. All right, who's next on the list?
Our next roaster is the founder of the Carrollwood Historical Society, Michael Brody.
So Michael, you've got kind of a little bit of a history with Disney. Tell them a little bit about that. Well, or like when you were a little kid.
Oh, Bulls backyard and all that.
Sure, if you want to go that far back, go right ahead. You've got nothing but time.
We get it. You got a lot of people to introduce, so we'll just.
Well, you test drove the Autopia car. Is that right?
Right. I don't want to steal any of my material.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then just go ahead and sit down.
Good job, John. Perfect.
Great getting to know you. Wait to hear further from you. Go ahead.
We'd now like to introduce the owner of Garner Holt Productions. Strangely enough, his name is Garner Holt.
quiet. Are you going to talk to us, or are you saving everything for later?
Oh, no, I don't want to.
You don't want to say that. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about the things you do. Garner Holt Industries, or whatever we're talking about.
1960.
Well, you don't need your birth. Past that being.
No, I'm very glad to be here. Bob has been a very inspirational part of my life and building my business. And,
tell us a little bit about your business.
when I was just 12, we built animatronics for the theme parks. Primary provider of animatronics. Everybody seen the snowman yet?
Yeah.
When we were just getting started, way back actually in my old building, which was almost 20 years ago, I picked up the phone one day and gave Bob Gurr a call out of the blue, just hearing about this gentleman that was this Disney engineer legend, and he was nice enough to not tell me to jump in the lake, and he said, you know, what can I do for you? And we developed a friendship. We've been friends ever since, until tonight.
All right. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, introduce the next one.
Our next roaster has had so many titles, we weren't sure which one to use. You know the name. Welcome, Marty Sklar.
Walt Disney Company's International Ambassador for Walt Disney Imagineers. Formerly Vice President of Creative Development, Executive Vice President, and then President of Imagineering. This guy cannot hold a job.
I had a fire in one.
All right, give him a big hand.
Pay no attention to the man walking to the back of the room. He has nothing to do with the program. Look at John. He's a much better looking guy and a great dancer. Ladies and gentlemen,
He's
please
handsome.
welcome Executive Walt Disney Imagineer, Chris Crump.
So Chris, you do have, come on over here. Whatever works for you.
Stealing my jokes.
Jeez. Come on. What? So but you know, I want to know what a functional manager for production design is, because you can't just be a manager, but you are functional. Does that mean everybody else is non-functional?
That's a strange question.
That's just, don't you think that's a weird title?
Well, yeah.
This is my business card of the functional manager.
Functional. I've been more functional than I can't explain it.
I didn't mean to.
I wouldn't try and explain it. We try to function with engineering. That's what we do.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
You have another question?
No, I got nothing. I've been drinking heavily before. Oh, it's a pool. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next roaster has had the burden of the title of Bob Gurr's nephew for his entire life. Please welcome to the stage, Eric Johnston.
Now, I'm sure you're going to use all that, so why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do? Huh? Okay, give it to me. Good Lord, it's a crazy woman down here. It's fun up here. You guys should be up here.
There's lots of room for you.
She's hiding.
There's a reason we're all smiling. All right.
That's how rumors spread.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about your company.
About my company? Well, I'm here to roast my uncle, but I'm also a coffee roaster. And I've been doing entertainment, it's not funny. But I've also been doing sound for television for the last 25 years.
And you have you not? Oh, you gotta get the barista roaster thing there. Okay, we got them covered. Sit down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time has finally come. Time to introduce the man of the hour. You know him. You love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Walt Disney legend Bob Gurr.
Roasted, but to follow this execution squad, John, what have you done to me? Oh, you and Carlene.
So all Carlene,
yeah.
I got the same phone call you got.
Ganged up on me here. Okay, everybody knows how sweet I am. Look, you see that over there? I was so good that by the 3rd grade I was expelled from school and sent to military academy as an incorrigible. That's the first thing we get to do to be an Imagineer. Really, you have to object to everything and do it your way. I did it my way all those years. I got fired 3 times from companies. I met the
He's changing the number.
Shut up. The second week in kindergarten, I met the principal of Thomas Jefferson School in Glendale. Ever since, I learned to deal with upper management only. I've been that way ever since, and when it came to an opinion, I won and they fired me. So it worked out absolutely perfect. Thank you, John. I appreciate the honor, and I appreciate the honor of all you executioners all showing up. God, AK-47's all right.
All right, big hand. I don't know if we're showing the documentary. I'm also not sure it's completely finished because I believe Bob is still filming it. For those of you who were here earlier, watching him get really close-ups of all of his stuff. Oh, here, yeah, go ahead, speak some more.
The reason I brought my own camera, I'm recording all this, and I'm going to get all of you.
So I'm not sure. Carly, she was not kidding when she said she's done it tonight.
You're in the kill zone.
I am in the kill zone. Now, I will have to move halfway through, Bob, because I need to show a video to these kind folks here.
I'm going to interrupt. This sweet lady came up to me and she says, I'm not sure what a roast is, but I think you like martinis, and I should put a pink poodle in your martini. I think this was the sweetest thing ever. Where are you? Where are you? Where's the cute lady? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
She left.
Back to the hospital.
How many more keys have you had already, Bob?
They can't see you. Certain people.
They want to see you, Bob.
Yeah, they don't want to see a pink poodle. No offense.
Can I go?
No, that's me right there. Look, no problem.
That's a car, Bob. You designed a couple of them. You should remember what they look like.
I'll just shut up and you start.
I'm very honored to be here to roast my good friend Bob Gurr once you stop talking. Bob actually, despite what he was saying, he actually wanted this to happen. He wanted his closest friends and family to come and roast him. Obviously, none of them showed up. I'm not going to hit you, don't worry. But you do have a nice lineup of roasters here, a very wide variety of... Chris is not going to help you. So, when I first heard about this, you know, roasts are notoriously they get a little nasty to some folks. So I asked Bob, how dirty can this be? And he said, go crazy. And then I had to clarify that I was not talking about one of his martinis.
No!
Sing!
These are the jokes!
It's not like that, folks. I'm sorry. You guys are laughing here.
I do not have an arrest record.
Is that true? Yes. The night is very, very young. So, I mean, very, very wide variety of people, very white people that you've worked with throughout your career, I can see here. I was in the lobby tonight, you know, admiring some of the things going on with people, and I saw this very realistic-looking animatronic. It was perfect, it looked fantastic. The only thing it was lacking was personality, and then I realized it was actually Garner. I'm just kidding, I love you, Garner. I'm really looking forward to hearing all the jokes that Bill Butler wrote for you tonight.
Ooh, so true.
It's a roast, you're supposed to roast the other roasters, right? We also have the fabulous Chris Crump here, ladies and gentlemen. Imagineer Chris, he's the son of famed Imagineer Rolling Crump, as you guys know. He worked with his father a lot before going off on his own and doing his own thing. And much like Chris, I worked with his dad as well. You know, I wrote a book with him, we did a couple of CDs. And I'm sorry to do this in front of everyone, but I have to ask, is it weird being in the same room for you, like with the other person who made a career off of riding your father's coattails, or? It's weird for Bob, too.
They tricked me.
Tough but fair.
Oh, sorry guys, I gave it the office.
No, it's Keith and Jeff. You invited us over. You said you were going to show us some cool stuff. We brought you something.
Well, boys, I've got a lot of neat Disney things to show you. You want to get started? Yeah.
What is he going to show us first?
I don't know, maybe like a flying saucer prototype or like a Mark I Autopia car. The possibilities are endless.
Hey, here we are in my kitchen. I got some really neat stuff to show you.
This is great.
Hey. We're changing over to plastic, so I snagged this little baby. This was the fanciest silverware sold back then, and I've had a lot of meals with this one. Cool. Yeah, cool.
Oh, hey, wait. Did Walter use it?
Walt use a fork? Don't be ridiculous. Come on, I got work.
Sweet.
Borrowed from the web break room back in the 60s. See, I really needed this pen because back in those days, our lunches were always being stolen if we didn't put our name on it. Every one was there, and if I didn't have my name on it, he'd take my lunch and eat it.
Oh, wait. Was that originally Walt's
This was a very special snack.
There's socks, relax.
This is my coolest artifact. I stole this from the Magic Skyway at the New York World's Fair. I have designed so many things with this rope. See, it has scales all the way around. I know exactly what scale I'm going to do with it. This is so fantastic. This is a book I accidentally found way back in 2012. Well, you fellas had a good time.
No, we did. It's just that. What? Well, it's just that we thought we were going to see different kinds of things.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay, let's put it this way. Is there anything really cool you haven't shown us yet?
Yeah, like, what is your most prized possession?
Oh, that's easy. We can even go sit in it. Follow me.
Mr. Toad Car!
Tell me now, did you really enjoy the tour?
Well, kind of. Yeah, we were just kind of hoping we'd see some of the Disneyland stuff.
Oh, is that all you wanted? You should have told me. After we get dressed, I'll show you the tow car.
What? Oh, yeah!
So, as part of that event, afterward, oh wait, hang on.
Cannot, under any circumstance, engage this man in any project.
Fair point, we didn't tell him about that last part. So we actually took that still, and that was the autograph photo we gave out to everybody at the end of the event. So a lot of people actually have that hanging in their house right now. You in a hot tub. That's awesome, right?
I'm starting to understand a roast.
Oh, Bob, where do I begin with you?
He'll ask you, how do we improve it? That is the big takeaway I got from Walt Disney.
I mean, you've done amazing things for not just the Disney company, but I mean, other theme parks as well. And I basically, at this point, I've seen almost everything that Bob has designed. I mean, all the Main Street vehicles, the submarines, you know, monorail red, blue, green, teal. When we were filming that video, actually, I accidentally walked into him changing, and I saw monorail purple.
Music.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for letting me roast you.
Lavender.
I have nothing to say about that. Really, Bob has been a great friend to me for years. I'm very appreciative of all the support you've always offered me, and it's been an honor to stand up here and make fun of you in front of all these people. But, you know, I love you. You're one of my favorite people in the world, so thank you very much, Bob.
You have something to say? Oh, I figured.
This is weird because how do I co-roast my own roasting? All right, now who's
You're
next?
supposed to go at the end.
You go at the end.
You go to the end.
Yeah, you don't start now. You're
No,
supposed
who's
to give me that thing
next?
back.
Carlene, who's next? Who's next?
Eric Johnson.
Brian?
Eric Johnston.
Hi, everybody. Hi. We're going to start this off as a bad idea poorly executed. Take it from there. So it's like, what do you say about Uncle Bob?
Everything.
Everything. Well, I want to start off by saying all the good things about Uncle Bob. Thank you. It's It's not often that you get to speak about somebody so intelligent, so respected, so admired. But tonight we're going to talk about Uncle Bob.
It was your idea.
It was. It was. This is a man who came from very humble beginnings. Started off with absolutely nothing. Still has most of it. By far, he's my second favorite uncle. My first favorite uncle is everybody else. You said roast. You didn't say feelings. You know, it's fair to say that in his life, at least what my mother said, that he started off with delusions of adequacy.
And I had to take my own car keys away and sell my airplane. You ask a serious question.
So we all know his favorite drink is gin. And he has his own drink, right? Gin-tinis?
The Gurr-tinis.
Gurr-tinis, good Lord. That was the whiskey earlier. Anyway, the last time he went and gave a urine sample, it had an olive in it.
Must have been painful.
I hope there was no toothpick.
He's worried at this age that nobody's going to remember. Right? But I think that there are many reasons why he will be remembered. None that he likes. But anyway, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to be nice. On that note, what do I say? At this age, he's very kind. He's opened up his house to me in the last few years. Not really as a brothel, but to me anyway. I get to hit to his house at night, and we have a drink and we have a talk, and I've learned more about my family in the last few years staying with him, and I've just been very, very, very grateful for all of it. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you.